Hey guys, welcome to another ARMA video. In this one I want to talk about GL4, the defend and static modules. Okay, Crispy just recently did a video addressing this, and for some reason it's in the documentation. I know I've looked at it, and for some reason I just have not been doing it. I think I've tested it a long time ago, but it was kind of one of those things where I would use the guard waypoint. So here's the group leader, and I'll go ahead and make a waypoint for him. I'll just select him, and basically here's a guard waypoint. There's guard, all right, and you can create that, and then you can synchronize that to your actually I didn't create one for this one, but essentially you'd create a trigger box, something like this, okay, around the base, and then you would synchronize the guard waypoint to that box, and on that trigger you would put let's see if I can find it. You know, it would just be present here, and it would be guarded by op4. So basically this circle region with the guard waypoint, it would say guarded. But the reality is that it just doesn't work that great with default, at least not as far as I've seen. So I think I kind of played around with this initially, and with vanilla AI, what you would notice is that this whole group here would just kind of stagnate around the front gate here, or something like that. And then without that, with just GL4, if you notice in my previous videos, like with the sniper situation, here's a sniper about 500 meters away. Immediately what would happen is that especially with GL4, the AI would start to pour out of the base down into this region here. And that was really annoying because the objective of this entire mission is that there's a pilot hostage that's located here. And of course you can see that I have a bunch of scripting: do stop, behavior safe, remove all weapons. This is a script to basically create a hostage, and you can secure the hostage with I'm using the rescue.sqf. I don't know who made this, but thank you, whoever you are. This whole thing is part of the rescue.sqf, and I'm pretty sure that I borrowed this entire code from that SQF or that script. So you can find this. Maybe I'll add this in the description if you guys would like that. But essentially, what it allows you to do is create a hostage, and then it would set him as captive, so he wouldn't be fired upon by the enemy by op4. But once you get close to him, you could actually secure the hostage. At which point he'll actually join your group, and then you can command them around just like anybody else. So it's actually an amazing script. All right. Let's go ahead and well, first let me explain, how GL4 works. So Crispy said, you got to do the group link for AI enhancement defend. The way you do that is you actually go to modules and you double click, and you're going to see all these GL4 modules. And there's one for snow and time and weather and all sorts of other things. Pretty cool stuff. But the one you're looking for is the AI enhancement defend. Okay. And as far as I know, you don't really have to synchronize that to anything. It'll group it to things. So if you need to ungroup it, you just kind of go group and then just go anywhere else. But what you want to do is synchronize this. If you go to synchronize, once you create it, you want to synchronize it not just to the group leader, which I've done in the past, but literally to every single op4 that you want to defend. So you're let's say let's say this guy right here. I'm gonna unsynchronize him. Well, if I synchronize him to the module, then he is in a defensive mode here. Okay, and we probably, this works pretty good as is, so you don't really have to do anything else. They just kind of defend a radius. But if we wanted to, we could create a trigger and just go ahead and synchronize the module to the trigger. And I don't know if that'll mess anything up. You know what? Let me not change anything because everything's working as it should. I have a random weather thing. I don't know if that's working or not. And then there, in addition to the defend module, there is a static module. And the static module, from my understanding, does not allow the AI to really move, I think, in theory. I haven't really tested it out. What I can tell you is that the defend module will keep the AI from exiting the base. It'll keep them from exiting a radius. And they won't pour out of the base or anything like that. So we're going to run a few tests. First test I'll do is with the snipers, and I'll see how they react. And you'll see them, it's cool, you'll see them deploy smoke and actually garrison buildings, which is amazing. GL4, you know, the only thing that I wanted was for them to actually stay put when I wanted them to as a mission maker. And using the GL4 defend module, it's possible. And all the issues with GL4, like, you know, not guarding, not staying put, are gone if you just use the module. So I've just been doing it wrong, and it really is a pretty cool game changer. Let me look at so static. You know, I haven't really tested it too much, but the defend module definitely works. And again, you have to synchronize every single unit to the defend module. All right, so let's test it out, and I'll show you what it looks like in game.